Ladies and gentlemen, please stand with me as we bring up another person who is a great American. One who has roots tied to slavery. Let's welcome Joshua and give him a big hello, Joshua.
Thank you, Chris. Can you hear me? Good afternoon, Jacksonville. Before I begin, Dr. Jim Nealis made a statement I'd like to comment on. I take exception with it. He said, I believe that our Congress, our representatives, don't get it. I want to change that. Our representatives don't get it yet, but they will. What a difference a year makes, folks. Until just recently, my total involvement with politics had been to vote. That's it. Today, however, every one of my representatives and senators are on speed dial. I send emails, faxes. I study the issues. I get involved. I'm involved with several local causes that I feel I can help with. I'm mad, folks, but you know what? I'm not the only one, because you're mad too. At least I hope you're mad, because if you're not, you're at the wrong rally. Go home if you are. But I do have a concern. When I attend events like this, you know, I see very few people who look like me. Where is Black America? Why are they not here supporting this effort? Why? I'll share some things with you here in a bit, but right now I want to speak to Black America and explain why we need to get involved with the Tea Party effort. I've got 3 reasons. Number 1, we are all in this together, whether you like it or not. I don't care what your political or religious stripe is. When these taxes hit, folks, everybody's going to be affected. Oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry. 95% of Americans won't get a tax increase, is that right? Well, guess what? You've been lied to. But the lies don't stop there. Black America, you've been lied to about your history, about your heritage. You've been lied to about the origins of the KKK. You've been lied to about the civil rights era, Dr. King. People who would do this to you are not your friends. And reason number 2, so as not to become enslaved again. This time your slave master will be crushing massive debt and injustice in the name of fairness. Third, the Tea Party movement provides an excellent vehicle through which we can learn how to deal with our non-representing representatives in Washington. But there are some things we need to do first. Let me give you some examples. Learn history. It's hard to know if you're off course if you have no clue where you started and where you're supposed to be going. Know what's in the Constitution and our other freedom documents like the Bill of Rights. Not only that, but you need to teach it to your children. Our political leaders don't want us to know about this. You know why? Because they know that knowledge is power, and they want all the power for themselves. So they can continue to control you. Don't let them do it. Become familiar with the issues. Not only that, but you need to become familiar with how your representatives vote on those issues. And hold them accountable. Before closing, let me give you those findings. I conducted a survey earlier this week in which I asked Black Americans, why are you not part of this effort? Here's what I found. Of those surveyed, none, that's a big Zippo, had attended any Tea Party previously. 20% said they would be at this Tea Party, and I certainly hope they're here today. But when asked specifically why you don't support the Tea Party efforts, I didn't know anything about it. 50%. I don't believe we have a problem in Washington. 10%. I wanted to, but you know, I had other commitments. 20%. We in the Tea Party obviously have our work cut out for us to get this message to all Americans. However, I am encouraging every Black American to take control of your own destiny. Your leaders in Washington are failing you, they are lying to you, and they are using you. Don't let them continue to do so. Come out, get involved. The Tea Party does need you, but you know something? You need the Tea Party as well. I'm going to close with a quote by a Chinese philosopher. If I'm pronouncing it right, it's Lao Tzu. Quote, a government, I'll have to read this, folks. A government can be compared to our lungs. Our lungs are best when we don't realize that they're being used to help us breathe. It is when we are aware constantly of our lungs that we know we have come down with an illness. Our government. Thank you.
Thank you, Joshua.